It's midnight local time here in Australia, and that means it's time for your latest industry news. In today's video, there's developments around Emirates and the Airbus A350, a new aircraft order, and the sale of some aging but also unused aircraft. Let's begin with Emirates, who have formally announced its return to Edinburgh after teasing the location return during the initial Airbus A350 destination list that was unveiled to us some time ago. The Dubai-based carrier says that starting on the 4th of November 2024, it'll resume its daily service connecting the Middle Eastern city to the Scottish capital. The route is slated to benefit the capital and broader Scotland, where we know already daily Airbus A380 flights are offered to Glasgow. Once the Edinburgh flight is operational, the airline will offer 14 weekly flights to and from the country. As previously revealed, Emirates will deploy its upcoming A350-900 to Edinburgh as part of the return. The A350 is slated for delivery in the coming months and will see its commercial service debut in September at the earliest, with the first location being Bahrain. Before, as more aircraft arrive from there, we will see more cities added. Emirates says that its A350-900s will feature 3 cabin classes at least initially. This will include 32 lie-flat seats in business class, 21 in premium economy, and 259 in standard economy class. Notably missing for the moment is first class, but it is very much worth expressing to you that Emirates has only confirmed the layout of the first 10 units that are scheduled for delivery through to March 31 of 2025. As they have many other Airbus A350s on order, they may very well look to adjust this configuration on the upcoming units, or maybe a small batch will have a different cabin class. Designated as EK23, the flight will depart Dubai at 2:50 p.m, arriving into Edinburgh the same day at 7:05 p.m. The returning flight departs Edinburgh at 8:40 p.m. and then will arrive into Dubai the following morning at 8:05. Emirates has been missing from Edinburgh for some time, but it actually first launched operations to the location back in 2018. At this time, the airline utilised its very popular Boeing 777-300ER, which, while a fantastic aircraft, Emirates goes on to say that deploying the A350 to the city as part of the return will give these customers that choose to board the flight a fresh taste of the future and enable them to experience the new era for the company. Edinburgh, following its return, will become Emirates' 8th destination in the United Kingdom. A staggering 133 weekly flights will be offered to 7 gateways. This ranges from Newcastle to London Heathrow, London Gatwick, yes, London Stansted as well, Manchester, Birmingham, and as touched on already, Glasgow. On to the next story, and EVA Air has confirmed that it will be growing its commitment to the Boeing 787 Dreamliner through a new purchase. After deliberation and many internal analysis, executives confirmed a deal for more 787s will boost its reliance on the widebody. This coming through a stock filing that was reported by the local media, as in Yahoo over there. The deal includes 4 additional 787-10s, this being the high-capacity version of the popular widebody jet. The aircraft are expected to be delivered in 2029, with obviously from this a total reliance on the Dreamliner growing to over 30 units. Fleet data shows that EVA Air already has 18 787 jets in service, and these average an age of 3.9 years. What this means is that the Dreamliner represents the youngest fleet type within their operations at the moment. EVA Air operates already 4 787-9s and 11 787-10s. So the reliance on the larger variant is expected to grow considerably throughout the remainder of the 2020s, and you'd imagine by the time the 2030s roll around, these aircraft will certainly be in their prime for the company. For customers interested in boosting their fleet, securing jets is becoming more and more challenging when these companies want them. Airlines are scrambling to order aircraft for delivery throughout not just the remainder of the 2020s, but into the 2030s. orders. It is indeed why we've seen the trend regarding aircraft orders following the global pandemic. So many of your major airlines have purchased aircraft in sheer numbers, including on numerous occasions now, the largest narrow-body aircraft order in history, hundreds of wide-bodies, and so much more on top of that. These orders are being placed precisely to ensure that in the next decade, the respective airline customer won't require additional purchases. Basically, they'll be covered for that period and won't be scrambling in, say, 2032 to welcoming aircraft that are simply not available at that time. However, because of all this massive amount of demand, aircraft programs are beginning to sell out due to these purchases. What this means is that for the remaining airlines that have not confirmed their own orders, they're scrambling to secure deals. Additionally, it is worth considering that not all airlines can order aircraft a decade in advance. Ordering this far ahead can be possible for larger, more established companies, but maybe not for emerging or niche customers. As a result, turning to the leasing market is often described as the solution. However, as aircraft programs begin selling out and supply chains feel the pressure, even the leasing market struggles to find availability for these airlines. On to the last story in today's video, and you may recall that Thai Airways has a pretty large number of aircraft that are being unused. Now, these were aircraft types such as your 747, A380, A340, and some 777s. Well, Thai has now confirmed that 18 aircraft that have been unused have found either firm or potential buyers. The 18 aircraft have been described mainly as a burden on the airline for quite some time, with a decline in net profits thanks to this. Thai citing that the unused aircraft being one of the primary reasons. The CEO said a contract has been signed for 6 planes, with the remaining 12 expected to see a formal contract signed also shortly. Thai says it's been responsible for the continued costs and associated fees of trying to keep these aircraft for eventual removal, and it's been hurting them. Basically, the sale for the 18 aircraft are expected to be closed in just a matter of months. From here, Thai expects to see great financial improvements, with expenses lowering significantly when these planes are taken off their books. With lower expenses and more efficient planes arriving, the airline aims to boost its frequency to several leading destinations across Asia and the Oceania region. One of the awesome things about Thai Airways is it has, for some time, actually listed these aircraft as available to purchase on Thai Technical. The airline offers aircraft, engines, parts, and simulators, and on, say, the aircraft side of things, we had aircraft ranging from the 737 up to the A350-900. These aircraft were removed from the active Thai fleet several years ago for many reasons. One of the biggest fleet changes, though, has been the removal of all its wide-body aircraft types, in basically a bid to cut costs. But by removing these quad-engine planes, what it basically did was also limit the available capacity, which was fine during the global pandemic and while it was seeing some financial turmoil, but is not now as it is looking to once more grow. That's why the 787 is expected to play an integral role in the long-term future following a top-up order. The purchase will ensure that deliveries can continue well into the 2030s if the airline selects this means of delivery. That's going to conclude today's aviation news recap. I wanted to thank you very much for your support here on the channel. It really does mean a lot. Like I always say, but trust me, I do mean it, please take care, do be safe, and I'll see you same place, same time tomorrow for your latest aviation news recap.